Hi, you guys. Here's Susie. This is going to be, we're going to mix it together and show you a lasagna. This is the best lasagna. Susie and Ellen made it for us for the memorial dinner for all my family. And what I want you to know, somebody will think, oh, lasagna, you just like it a certain way, whatever. Try this. This is an all plant-based lasagna. She's laying out the noodles right here. While she's laying out the noodles, and she's going to be rolling it because there's a lot of you that are out there that are cooking for one or two. Now, if you want to do this for a group, like lasagna's done, great. Do it just like normal. Just lay it in your pan and layer it up with the items that she's going to show you, and she's going to do a little different. She's going to roll them. They're going to look real pretty, and they're very easy to do for just a couple of people. So when you think of lasagna, you think layers, right? She's already got the noodles prepped. She's already got the cheese sauce prepped. So as she's putting that down there, I want you to see the cheese sauce that you're going to put in here. So she's going to show us in the pot what the cheese sauce looks like. Okay? So she's already made it, and then I'm going to show you what's in it. Now you're going to have this recipe. See this? This is the cheese sauce that goes in this lasagna, and it's really, really good. Okay? So I hope that you'll give this a try. You make your cheese sauce actually in a Vitamix. Okay? So everything that I'm going to show you right now is she's layering her noodles. You're going to have the recipe, but you start with cashews. I'm just going to show them to you. I'm not going to tell you tons of amounts. I think there's like a cup in here, right?
For the whole cheese sauce.
For the whole cheese sauce, then about a cup of cashews, so some water, onion powder, garlic powder, and you'll have the recipes. It's just a couple of teaspoons each. You put some pimento or red pepper, about this much, okay, in there. You put some nutritional yeast in there and some water and some salt, and you bring it up to your taste. So one of the things Susie wanted to tell you is when you're layering a lasagna, taste each layer, okay? Like for instance, she gave me a taste of the cheese sauce. She gave me a taste of now the other part of the cheese sauce, which is going to be from tofu, okay? So hand me that, and she's going to show you now how she's going to start layering the two cheeses. This is the cottage cheese. Is it cottage cheese? No, it's not. This is made with tofu, and all she did was squish it up. It's an extra firm tofu, and you can start layering it.
Okay.
So they can see how it's done. So many of you have made lasagna with cottage cheese, right? So you're thinking, oh, if I'm eating all plant-based, no cheese and all that, no more cottage cheese type texture or flavor. Well, I'm telling you, this is delicious. She's putting her cheese sauce, the cashew cheese sauce, on her little roll. And if you were doing this like a regular lasagna, you just put it in your pan like normal and do these layers how would you like. Now in this, where she's putting the two cheeses, she put it right over the tomato sauce. And then she's going to put a little of the cottage cheese made with the tofu and a little veggies. Now, if you don't want even that much oil, then you wouldn't have to put it. You just put some seasonings in it, which is oregano, garlic salt, right?
Yeah. A nutritional yeast.
A nutritional yeast, just to flavor it with. And I can guarantee you Nancy would not even know that there's tofu in here. So Nancy, you must try this. We're going to make it and bring it to you someday, okay, when I get home. Now, this is a vegetable lasagna. So where's the vegetables? That's the third layer. So we're going to show you what they look like, and we're going to show you what we put in there. So
we've used a whole wheat noodle.
These are the vegetables, right?
Right.
So I'm just going to show them that.
And you can do a spinach if they want it.
She chopped vegetables up, and for this one, she used zucchini. She used mushroom. See how she chopped them right here? And she used some onion. And you can use it in varying amounts depending on what you like. Okay? And this is what it looks like right here.
a fairly fine chop.
See that? And then you just saute it up on the stove with a tiny bit of maybe oil and water, basically. Or even not water, because they make their own water when you put a little salt in it.
Season that.
And you make sure you put some oregano in it and some garlic salt. She makes her own seasoned salt. Maybe I'll do that and give it to you guys for one of the soup runs. I'll get the recipe. Anyway, it's just a seasoned salt that she makes up herself. So here we go. She's putting see how she's putting the vegetables, the whole layer. That's the third layer. So you've got your cashew cheese sauce. You've got your cottage cheese that you put in there. And before she did that, she put her tomato sauce. It's not tomato sauce, it's marinara. Yeah. And now she's putting her vegetables. So see how she's doing it? And if you did it in a pan, she's going to roll this up. But if you were making normal lasagna for like a group, let's say your family's coming over, and you do it just like normal, layer it, and you might put what, 2 layers, 3 layers?
3 layers.
3 layers. So see, she's putting some in the pan right here. She'll roll it up and she'll put it in here. And then you can serve single servings. That's why we decided to do it like this, and it's real pretty. But you could do it, so go right ahead and layer it up. Now I'm going to talk to you about marinara sauce while see how she's rolling it up there? And then you're going to cook this at 350 for about 40 minutes like normal lasagna. So
exactly.
She just beds it right into the sauce, and she swears by this sauce, y'all. Okay, you can get this at Costco and probably what?
Any store. It's just the cheapest.
It's out there.
Costco.
She's found this at Costco or other Sam's or maybe Kroger's. I don't know.
I'm sure you can get it. It's
very it's called Roas homemade. Anyway, it's very good. So give it a try. Okay. So this is how it's going to look, and I want you to notice that the lasagna noodles she prepped first. She just boiled them al dente because they're going to cook. And then she had them all in a pan. You're going to hand me that? And the reason they don't stick is because you don't cook them hard. Okay? Did you put
so that you can roll them?
See? Just like that. And they're ready to go, and she can roll them right up. And what I want you to know is she did some whole wheat noodles. And so the difference in fiber is considerable. Because the whole wheat ones, see, this is the whole wheat one, and she rolled a whole wheat one here, okay? And you can use,
there's also
you can mix them, or you can do one whole wheat and one regular, but it's going to be about 4 to 5 grams of fiber difference in your whole wheat versus your plain, okay? Then you just roll it up. She puts a little bit of sauce right on there. You can see the sauce that she's putting on there. She's going to roll some more up, and then she puts the cheese sauce right on top. And then she'll cook this at 350 for about 40 minutes. Okay? And that's lasagna. So the other thing that I wanted to tell you about.
Nice thing is that's very portion control.
This is very portion control.
Exactly.
Yep, it's very good, and it's almost like 3 layers because she rolled it. Okay? So it's just an idea of something to do, and you can put it in a smaller pan. If you just did a few, that'd be fine. But hand me that sauce again, Susie. So let me reiterate. This sauce, you've got about this much left. See this? Now she didn't do a full pan. If you did a full pan, you'd use all of this. If you have any of this left, this is flavored perfectly for a Mexican dish. You could do nachos and put this, like just use a Mexican recipe, stewed tomato, and put some of this on top, and you've got 2 now dishes, really good dishes that you could make with the filling. So you've got the cheese filling, the tofu, which is the cottage cheese, and then the vegetables. How do you like that? Are you going to try it? You've got your recipe in the mailbox, so I'll be sending it to you. And I want to tell Susie thank you. She did a lot of work on this morning. Actually,
it wasn't too bad.
When you do you can do the cheese sauces one afternoon or evening, and then the next day just assemble it, put it right in the oven, you got it.
Yep.
Yay! So we're gonna, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna change the, I could take this same recipe and do so many things with it. This is kind of a takeoff of for mac and cheese. We do a little bit different recipe for that, and I will be sending it with this whole thing, because if you had some mac and cheese noodles, by changing the recipe a tiny bit, you'd have the same kind of a cheese sauce for a mac and cheese. Okay? All right, that's lasagna. This is a veggie lasagna, and I've had some that really aren't worth eating. This one, it was so satisfying and so good, and it's all plant-based. Yay. I hope you try it. Okay? See you next time.